I'm at the City Church family at the shop. Shay was having a Super Bowl party there, and I stopped by to say hi. There's a lot of people there that I didn't know. I brought in a knife to show Shay that I just got done making. So I went outside and was talking to Shay, and we started getting on the topic of aliens and started talking about religion and whatnot. And he was like, "Hey, wait a minute, I'm going to get my preacher out here." And I was thinking, oh, God, here we go. You know, it's going to be awkward. Anyways, Josh came out. Been talking to him 20, 30 minutes, didn't realize he was a preacher. And we got to chatting about everything. I started asking him about some of my questions that I had about religion. He basically told me that, you know, he didn't have all the answers, but if I was willing, that he would help me work through those questions and try to get answers with us together. And I've never really had anybody kind of offer that to me before. He did ask me a question if I had any kids, and I was like, yes, I have a 1.5-year-old. He was like, do you want him to be like you? Well, every dad wants their son to be somewhat like them, but I didn't want him to be how I was in that moment. I didn't want him to be questioning everything about religion. I wanted him to have a better life than I did. My mindset towards spiritual things when we first met is basically I kind of thought it was all fake. I thought the Christian religion was more of a business than anything else. I guess just through my life experiences and everything I've been brought up through and going to war and coming back and, you know, just having money problems, addiction problems, it just kind of put me in a path where, you know, I blame God for everything, I guess. And that was my, you know, my scapegoat.
So the first time Chad went to group with everybody, I was not able to attend. But I was glad that he was going. Deep down, I was just jumping for joy. I was excited for him, but I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I grew up Catholic, and so my family, when we're all together, some way or another, religion would come up, and Chad would just always be not combative, or he would always try to have a rebuttal against what the other person would say. I went into it thinking, here we go, like we're gonna go to this church. Everything that the preacher says, he's gonna be questioning, he's gonna be like, well, and try to disprove everything. Just that's kind of how he was with my family, so I was like, okay, he'll put it in a nice way. But, so I was kind of nervous, but, you know, every church is different, and I feel that Josh, the preacher, he doesn't just preach at you, he actually teaches you. And so even for me in my spiritual journey, like, I've learned a lot more, and we're just happy that we found City Church. So this season of life has played out for us as a couple. We read the Bible together. We actually have discussions, not trying to rebuttal against one another. It's actually conversations, trying to be better as a couple, better as people, better as parents.
I would tell myself 15 years ago to not criticize and be combative about everything. Don't blame God for your struggles. We have struggles for a reason. I believe that they shaped you into the person, man or woman that you're intended to be. Everybody has hardships, and everybody has their own way of dealing with them. I guess just basically I would tell my younger self to open your mind to your heart to the possibilities of what God can do to your life. Just in a few short months, I see myself growing as a person. I see whenever I read the Bible, as before, I was still looking for skepticisms and, you know, why is this like this? This doesn't make sense. It can't be like this. And now it seems like those questions has dwindled. I see my narrative changing, and I'm not even, I mean, I notice it, but I'm not. You know what I mean? It's just dwindling down where it's not important anymore, the questions that I had before.